Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and another what I eat in a day. For those of you that are new, I lost 50 pounds and I've been able to keep the weight off with smarter, healthier meal options and a better lifestyle. I do have an entire playlist dedicated to a bunch of meal ideas if you're interested, so be sure to check those out. Let's jump right in with today's breakfast. First, you're going to need about a cup of fresh cut strawberries. You could also use frozen if you prefer. Then I'm going to add in about half a cup of oat milk. This is a great dairy-free alternative. Then I'm going to add in my protein collagen powder. This is one of my favorite supplements and powders to add to many different meals throughout the day, but especially smoothies. There's many different brands out there that offer a similar product, so I will list my favorites down below in the description box. This is the chocolate flavor, but they also offer vanilla or unflavored, whatever your taste preference is. Then about a cup of ice, and we're ready to blend. So I'm going to use my magic bullet. I love this. It's so convenient, so I'm just going to replace the lid. Give it a couple pulses and then let it lock into place for a few more seconds until everything is blended together and smooth. Then just pour into a glass and it's ready to enjoy. You also, of course, have the option to add a few more flavors or garnishes to this. You could also top this off with some cocoa powder, sugar-free chocolate syrup, fat-free whipped cream, depending on how sweet you like your smoothies. I had a bit of a sweet tooth this morning, so I went with my sugar-free syrup to make this really taste like a chocolate-covered strawberry. It was so tasty and super filling, a great breakfast option, but could of course also be enjoyed any other time of the day or night. I have a lot of work that I want to catch up on today, so I'm going to make sort of a adult lunchable. So I'm first going to use 4 slices of sliced rotisserie chicken. You could of course use turkey, ham, etc. instead if you prefer. Then I'm going to make 2 little roll-ups by adding lettuce and mustard to each. I also sometimes like to add a little bit of hummus, avocado, or tzatziki spread, so that's another great option to try. Depending on how full these are, you may need to use a toothpick to keep them rolled up. I had made up a bunch of hard-boiled eggs yesterday, so I grabbed 2 of those and topped them off with everything but the bagel sesame seasoning. I love this on hard-boiled eggs. It's also really good on the chicken wraps, so I just put these side by side. Then I wanted to balance out the savory with the more sweet, so for that I'm going to have half of a Built Bar. Built Bar is a great guilt-free option to satisfy any sweet craving. They have 18 amazing flavors to choose from. They're gluten-free, no preservatives, natural flavoring, low carb, low calorie, low sugar, and high protein. Because I just wanted to add a little bit of sweetness to my lunch, I'm going to cut this in half and save the rest for later. Today's flavor sounded so good. This is the Apple Almond Crisp. You can see how soft and fluffy the texture is here, and you can also see the almonds cut up on the inside. So again, I'm just going to cut this into smaller bite-sized pieces. Then to finish this off, I'm going to cut up 3 large strawberries, and lunch is ready. So for me, honestly, this is a pretty big lunch. Again, this is like a grazing style option for me. So I started off with lunch pretty early today, and I honestly probably will continue to slowly pick through this and eat through this all afternoon. If you want to swap anything out, again, like different fruit, you could certainly do so, but it's a very balanced, filling, tasty option that I recommend. Moving on to dinner. Step 1, pour yourself a beverage. Step 2, take sip of beverage. Tonight I'm having a glass of a red blend wine, totally optional. Now we're going to prepare our veggies. So you're first going to need 2 zucchinis. You're going to trim the ends and then half these lengthwise, then cutting them into smaller pieces at an angle. Then about 4 ounces of grape tomatoes, we're going to halve these. And then trim 2 green onions, separating the white and the green portions. Moving on, I'm going to pat dry 2 6-ounce salmon fillets, placing them on a non-stick pan over medium heat, skin side up, with a little bit of olive oil, searing just that one side until golden brown for about 2 to 4 minutes. Then I'm going to transfer the salmon to a prepared baking sheet with tin foil, this time skin side down, roasting the salmon in a hot oven that's preheated to 400 degrees for about 7 to 10 minutes. While the salmon roasts, we can make the hot honey butter that's going to go over top. So all you're going to do is add about 0.6 ounces of butter, so basically 2 little butter packets, 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, half an ounce of honey, And then mix this all together until it's all combined and smooth and set aside. Then to finish this up, we're going to add a little bit of olive oil back to that pan we originally used, this time adding in the zucchini on medium to high heat. And you're going to want to stir this occasionally until the zucchini is brown and tender, so for about 3 to 5 minutes, maybe longer, depending on how thick you cut your zucchini. Then you can add in your tomatoes and white portion of the green onions and continue cooking for about 2 to 3 more minutes. You can then plate your veggies and salmon, adding the green onion over top the veggies and the hot honey butter over top of the salmon. So that's everything for today's What I Eat in a Day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to make sure you're still subscribed to my channel and you have notifications turned on so you never miss a new video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.